Hello friends, I'm Brandy with Falcon Healing Arts, and I'm delighted for you to be back on my channel. Today we're talking about human design, energy types, and auras. Human design is a wonderful system that combines astrology, the chakras, the I Ching, and the Kabbalah, which helps people understand their unique gifts better and also helps them make big shifts by providing a solid framework and strategy for intentional living. There are many components to human design, but when you first look at your energy chart, the first thing you're going to want to know is your energy type and your aura, which connects you to other people. I feel it's important to fully embrace your energy type, both the blessings and the challenges, because when you can learn to love yourself fully and appreciate the special role that you have in this world, when we're all doing that, then we're more likely to experience harmony, joy, and peace. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 4 main energy types and highlight the features of their auras, bringing up the things that are wonderful about each one. If you don't already know your human design energy type, then I recommend you get a free chart. There are many websites that offer free charts. My favorites are geneticmatrix.com and also mybodygraph.com. So I'll have links to those in the description below. It'll be helpful for you to have your energy type in mind as I'm going through this information, because my intention is really for you to develop self-love through human design, through getting to know your energy type. But I would also encourage you to open up even more and take in the information about the other energy types. Each has an important role, and we want to appreciate that and support others so that we can have a more cohesive community. So if you're ready to dive in, let's start with manifestors. Manifestors have an important role in initiating change and creating new systems, and also being pioneers in work and community life. They're often admired because it is so easy for them to manifest their desires and their vision. Manifestors make up just 10% of the population, so it's amazing how influential they are. There are a few energetic reasons of why manifestors are so effective with this. One of them is that they have a defined throat. This is our manifesting center, and it is connected to one of the motor centers in their body graph, in their system. So this makes it very easy for them to speak what they are trying to create and to bring it out into the world. And the other reason why they are so effective is because of their aura. Their aura is said to be closed or repelling. And this is the original language from the creator of human design, Ra Uruhu. But I think it's helpful because obviously being closed and repelling does not sound good. So oftentimes when manifestors hear that, they start to feel bad. So let's reframe it. The reason why a manifestor's aura may feel closed off is because they're very good at establishing energetic boundaries. This is necessary to keep them in their zone of genius. They cannot be available to everyone all the time, especially when they are trying to create. And most other energy types seem to understand this. We just want to be told why they are forming these boundaries, and then we're like, yeah, go do your thing. We rely on manifestors to get projects off the ground. We rely on them being effective leaders. So we are perfectly fine giving them their space, and we are happy to learn when they're done and they invite us to look at what they've created and tell us how we can partake in it. The example that's often used to describe manifestors is for them being leaders of a kingdom, so a king or a queen in a monarchy. Everything a king or queen does is for the benefit of the kingdom. They love their people, but of course they can't be available to everyone and have respectful boundaries. No one is asking them to be any different. So if you are a manifestor, I hope you can embrace this gift that is envied by all the other energy types. And don't feel bad about establishing boundaries. Again, everyone gets it. We just want to know what you're doing so that we can still feel connected to you. Now let's talk about generators. And I'm including here both pure generators and also manifesting generators. So they are both considered the builders, the creators, those who are bringing the ideas and concepts from manifestors into form. And they're also called alchemists because of this talent to generate and transform energy. Both generators and manifesting generators have an open, enveloping, welcoming aura. They're very attractive to all the other energy types because of the love that they have for the work they do, and also because of the stamina and endurance of the energy that they use to do this work. It's the defined sacral center that makes generators and manifesting generators unique. So you'll see this on your body graph as the sacral center being completely colored in. And then manifesting generators also have a defined throat. Remember when we were talking about manifestors with the throat connected to a motor center, that helps them act in the world. So generators have that, and also the defined sacral, which makes them more of a generator, not more of a manifestor, but they have this special ability to multitask, and they have even more energy than regular generators. So many of the non-energy types envy generators, and especially manifesting generators, because of all of that life. They are rock stars, but it is hard for them to see their gifts. Sometimes other energy types, and this happened more in the past, would take advantage of generators because of all their energy. If we're staying with this kingdom analogy, then the generators might be the peasants or the slaves who actually did all the hard work and didn't get the credit for it. We don't have those systems in place now. There is definitely not that much oppression, but there is still a residue. And this isn't necessarily others' faults. Generators can take responsibility with this too. Oftentimes, they have jobs that are not fulfilling. They hate their jobs. They're just doing it to make money or to feel significant. And it's the generators and manifesting generators that need to break away from this conditioning, since together they make up 70% of the population. If they understood the importance of doing work that they love, and if this was supported by other energy types, this would completely change the collective vibe. Imagine living in a world where people were more happy, they were doing things to fuel their joy, they were being cooperative with other people. This can be our reality. We can build a better and brighter world if we support generators in doing this. So if you are a generator or manifesting generator, allow yourself to shine bright. We need your sparkle. Other energy types, you can support generators by encouraging them to do work that they love. Know that it's easiest to communicate with a generator by asking them a lot of yes or no questions. So, do you want this for dinner or not? Not, do you want this for dinner or that for dinner? Because they can get a little wrapped up with all the choices. They like simplicity, and this helps them act quickly. Let's move on to projectors. I love projectors so much. I have a lot of friends and clients who are projectors, and it's interesting because they only make up 20% of the population. So for some reason, I have a lot of them in my life. Projectors have a focused, piercing aura. They can see through things very easily. And that's very evident when you're talking to a projector, especially if they're looking you in the eye. You stop, you listen. It's really hard to break away because you intuitively know that they can help you too. You want to hear their viewpoints. Because they have this bigger, wider perspective, they're very good at working with people. They can see the potential in others and act as wonderful, encouraging guides. When you look at a human design body graph, you'll see that a projector's design is very open. That means that there's a lot of white spaces in their energy centers that are not colored in or defined. That means there is no link to other energy centers, and there's only a few connections. This means that they don't have constant access to the energy of those centers and actually pick that up and amplify it from the people that they're around. They definitely do not have a defined sacral region. They don't have a defined throat center either, which means that they're not able to manifest or to generate energy easily. This is what they rely on from manifestors and generators. So if they try to do a lot of initiating like a manifestor, if they try to work a lot like a generator, they're either going to fall short of their goals or they're going to exhaust themselves. So it's really important for a projector to realize that they have a wonderful gift just the way that they see things, just the way that they interact with other people. That can actually be exhausting in itself, but it's not for a projector when they are allowing themselves to rest in between those interactions. But if we're still talking about old world views of seeing these energy types as roles in a kingdom, then the projectors would be advisors to the king or the diplomats who would resolve problems and even help communicate in between kingdoms to make sure that the whole realm was peaceful. We can support projectors by inviting them to help us because they don't want to give unsolicited advice. When they do try to do that, it usually doesn't work out well. So let's honor the gift that they have, invite them into your world, and not even just for advice. They want to be welcomed in and experience more joy with you. So see if you can see beyond their functional role too. Don't make assumptions that they'll just join you. If you're going to do something fun, really make the effort to invite them in and they will feel more appreciated. And now finally, reflectors are super special because they are only 1% of the population. They have completely open energy centers, which means that when you look at their body graph, it is all white. And so they are constantly sampling the auras of other energy types. They're actually more in touch with the auras of others and more in touch with the environment. And they process what's happening in the world in a completely different way. It's more in depth. They can be more in touch psychically, emotionally. They can see the connections between the auras of other people and systems. And so when you're perceiving the aura of a reflector, it's hard to describe because they're actually reflecting back to you what you are bringing out, but in a non-criticizing and non-judgmental way. And interacting with them can actually be really uplifting. So thinking about their role in the old world kingdom, they might be more of the spiritual advisors who are really in touch with the cosmos, about aligning with nature. And in modern times too, I believe that reflectors have a very important role in lifting our vibrational frequency and to help us be more led by spirit. We can support reflectors more by listening to them, by really appreciating their outlook and the way that they perceive things. Don't expect them to conform at all. Let them be carefree. Don't burden them with the weight of the world. Don't expect them to lower their vibration in order to acknowledge the suffering in the world. They don't need to do that. They need to uplift others out of suffering, and they'll need our support to do that. So I hope this deep dive into the human design energy types and auras was interesting for you, and that you now see how important your role is in this world. I would love to know what your energy type is. I'll put mine in the comments below. Please put yours in the comments below. Let me know what you love about your energy type, and let me know if there's anything about it that you need help appreciating. I would love to help you out with that. Know that I do human design readings if you would like to go much more in depth with your chart and to help you make conscious changes in your life. So I have individual readings, also relationship readings. So this is any relationship, romantic, business partnership, or even with your child to help be a better parent. Consider that if you want to look at the dynamic between yourself and others. I'll put information on that in the description below. Thank you for watching, friends. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you want to be notified the next time I upload a new video. Much love to you all.